Welcome to the Platinum Podcast, where we talk about all things gaming, all things PlayStation, and all things trophies. I would normally say I'm the host, but we're in Joel's house, so I'm Lewis PlatinumBro. But really, Joel, you're the host today.
I'm the host of the house, but I can't be the host of the Platinum Podcast because I'm just not a good host.
I'll be on your podcast, so
yeah,
no comment. So we're also joined by Adam and Lucy as well, so we're all together. How are we all doing? How are you both?
Good, thank you. It's good to be here. It's good to be back again.
Nice, isn't it?
I like being on podcasts. I generally mean that because I actually like podcasts a lot.
Yeah, but after the old fat bunch, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Lucy created the term fat boys. So,
she did actually, yeah.
So without Lucy on that podcast, it'd not be the fat boys.
You've not seen it yet because it's not come out.
Oh, this is your anime one.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been back long enough for a while.
I have to.
But you gotta separate them and time them as they come out.
No, I just haven't got content to put out, so I just need to.
And you don't want to do anime podcast after anime podcast after anime podcast.
Exactly.
So we've all congregated together in Manchester. How was everyone's experiences getting here? Obviously, I imagine for you it was quite easy.
It's quite bad, as always.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Them stairs are tough.
Manchester.
Yeah, imagine you have to run, like, from the bus.
I power walk.
Hmm.
So, you know, it's not jogging, it's not fast walking, it's like in between.
Like a skip, or...
Yeah.
But, like, not quite a skip, because that would make you look like you're more of a ready to be attacked if you were skipping along.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like being on edge.
Yeah.
It,
heightens the senses.
yeah, definitely. You know what I'm talking about. You must be from a similar place.
I mean, yeah, like, I literally skipped in the room, the front door. That's what I did.
You got attacked by Loeb.
And Lobo came for me. I know, he was probably friendlier today than he has been ever. I gave him a good belly stroke for like 10 minutes, and I just warmed him up. He's asleep. He's actually sat with he's asleep. Look at him.
He's listening intently.
We actually have an audience today.
Lobo and Emma.
Say hi, Emma.
Hi.
Say it louder, we can't hear you.
Hi.
A bit louder.
The podcast starts. Emma.
So for folks who can't see, Emma is mouthing "fuck off."
Emma wants the podcast cancelled, I think. Sick of having people in the house.
Yeah. When I told her he was all coming, she was like, oh, for God's sake, not again.
Again, just got rid of Lewis and Steve 2 weeks ago.
No, I wasn't.
The
Emma
mic-
is platinum sis.
Platinum cis. Not platinum cyst.
No.
Platinum cis.
I'll take
It can, it could be misconstrued. How was your flight, Adam?
Grand. I stayed awake all night, eager with anticipation. Went to the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. Had a pint of Guinness. Had to bid farewell to my fair country. Came here, got lost, found my way, got lost again, found the house. Dog started barking, so I was like, yes, this is the right place.
This is the right house.
And then I got like the whole place to myself. I know Emma was a bit like, oh, I left Adam on his own for all these hours. Like, I did like a little mini holiday. I had my own place again. I sat outside the back with the many beers and sunshine and music. It was great.
You can be honest here, like, you can say, like, when she left, you're like, thank God.
So I did think of it two ways. I thought of, okay, scenario A, because you meant to have work initially, and you were going to just give me the key, which I thought was very like, oh, just give Adam the key, Joel's at work, Adam will just hang out in the house until folks arrive. In my head I thought you'd be arriving sooner. Well, you were meant to, because your train got pushed over to Leeds. Like, maybe a few hours on my own, that's grand. And then scenario 2 was, oh, well, just myself and Emma will hang out, and that'll be also equally good. And I was like, we gotta do shopping. Just look at the house to myself, and she gave me her only key and left her phone in the place. And I was going to ask you actually a question, but you're not on the thing. She was quite relieved when I was still here. And was it tempting to go to Weatherspoons? Oh, it was tempting.
You stay strong.
Oh.
Don't worry, Adam, we'll go later. We're going to go at some point during this trip.
We are.
I get the cheapest alcoholic beverage.
Well, we're definitely going tomorrow, though, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's when we're meeting up, isn't it?
We're going to Under the Moon, I think, or Under the Water or something. Yeah, there's Weatherspoons in city centre.
Aye.
And then the Pixel Bar.
I'm looking forward to that. I've not been in.
I have. It's excellent.
I walked past when I went to grab you when last time.
Just off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, for some reason when I met you, you were like looking at a menu,
Oh yeah, it was,
It's
yeah.
a random place. I was like, "Do you want to eat? Is he hungry?"
I was just waiting for me. I was like, oh, this restaurant's got a menu outside. I'm just gonna have a look. I was like, it looks pretty good.
So I just walked like 20 minutes. I remember you messaged me and he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm in Piccadilly." And he was like, "Oh, I just got dropped off in Victoria." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I can see from Google Maps it's like 5 minutes." And then I started walking. Like 10 minutes later, I was like, "I'm like halfway there." So this is way further than what I thought.
You probably had it on like Drive. On maps.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah.
How was your trip, Lucy?
That was alright. I woke up early, as per usual. Got to the train station way too early, and I was like, oh. But I guess you'd rather be early than be late, because, I don't know, you don't want that sort of like anxiety of being like, oh no! So I just walked around, looked at the old Harry Potter shop, as one does. Went and stood in Greg's a bit.
Stood there.
As one does.
Well, I stood in the line, then I decided to buy something.
Oh,
right.
that makes sense.
That's what I normally does.
That is how usually people shop, to be
Yeah, and then
fair.
I got on the train and met you at Leeds.
Did you get a sausage roll from Greg's, or...?
No, I got a croissant. But chocolate one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And you had a road trip, and by the way, Lewis, she thinks your playlist was banging.
It was a
It
banging
was.
playlist. I have a driving playlist. It's full of
I'm disappointed you didn't show her the nerdy playlist that.
Oh, I don't
we
think
had.
she wouldn't understand.
Dragon Ball Z playlist.
I have like two
Yeah.
playlists. I have a driving playlist and I have a nerd playlist, which is just full of like anime,
Yeah.
film music, game music. But I don't think Lucy would appreciate it. It's like 90% anime.
What were some of the bangers?
On driving, the driving playlist.
What's the music?
Oh, what did I have?
There was a bit of Take On Me. Enjoyed
Take
that.
On Me.
Take On Me is a great song.
Well, Grease Lightning.
That's alright.
I can't think of any more.
There was Video Killed the Radio Star. Remember
Video
that
Killed the
one?
Radio Star, yeah.
Yes.
GTA Vice City.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Was that Don't Stop Believing came on one time.
yeah.
That's definitely a driving song.
There was a great. I think that song came on when we were driving over that bit where there was a really awesome view. That was like, sorry, I have to take a video of this view.
Do you have Kate Bush in there?
Don't know.
It didn't come up.
He's not one for hopping on the bandwagon, Joel.
There's about 200 songs in there, but probably no Kate Bush.
There was Air Hostess Busted.
Oh, you
I
got a
was
bit
like,
of Busted.
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you put that on just for Lucy?
No, I'm a secret Busted fan.
Yes!
Love Busted. I think there is a few McFly songs in there, but we didn't get to experience those.
Let me try and guess. Here's another song for the radio.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that would be Stargirl. Hey, looking out for my Stargirl. No, that's a banger.
5 Colours in the Hair, I think. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
That's it. That's a banger.
Would you just turn this into like the karaoke podcast and just have Lucy just karaoke the whole show?
My friend now periodically asks me through the day, Lucy, what song's in your head? And I'm like, I always hit her with one, because there's always something going on.
Lucy, what song's in your
Well,
head?
now it's 5 colours in her hair because
Nice.
you just talked about it, so you can't not, you know.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
We'll call it the Karaoke Copyright Podcast.
Yeah.
But no, if you sing too many songs, everyone fights amongst each other, so there is no...
There's no winner.
Yeah.
Except us.
That's like true.
We'll
Jim
just do
Sterling
that.
found
Or
that
we
out.
just all losers.
Oh, yeah, well. Doesn't matter if I do a podcast, that hasn't changed. So yeah, I picked Lucy up from Leeds, and I was a little bit late, I have to say. I was like an hour late.
That's your tire, wasn't it?
Well, there's a few things that happened. I was obviously late leaving the house, was the first thing. And I got like 15 minutes to drop my dog off.
That's where the
Yeah.
problems start. I was late because I left late.
That was the first problem.
Yeah.
And then I got like 20 minutes out the road. I was driving over to drop my dog off, and I realised I forgot the dog's food. And I'm like, oh well, Dexter's got my grandparents for 3 days, so I kind of can't leave him without any food. So I turn around and go back. By the time I'd done that, I was already like 30 minutes late. And then I was driving down the A1, and then the light came on for my tyre, and I was like, no, I've got a slow puncture. So if it's on, you know, I've probably got like 20, 30 miles before the car explodes.
Now, were you able to give her updates?
Oh yeah, I told her, yeah.
Yeah, so you're like, on WhatsApp, like, hey, by the way, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
You
I-
weren't just like, with your backpack, like, where's the
He's a
I
little
could just imagine Lucy still waiting in line in Greg's.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, when are you going to come pick me up from the station? I've been waiting so long.
That sounds identical to the voice note you left.
Yes.
Yeah. So then I had to stop at the garage to fuel up my air. That's the right term, right? And then there was like a massive queue, like I'm talking like 50 cars, and I was just sat waiting for like 40 minutes. And actually, I was only about 45 minutes late, so I clearly made it the time. Don't know how, because I drive incredibly slow, but you know. Here we are. Then we had our amazing banging driving playlist for an hour. Lucy saw some sights,
Road
which
trips are the best. When you get like two friends and stuff, and then you get like just roll down the windows, blare the radio, and gun it. It's so much fun.
the thing is, my car's so hot, and I don't have air conditioning, and that Lucy literally had to wind down the windows to not melt.
Suck
And you
it.
have like one of those wine.
No, it's a buzzing. Come on. It's a
I
2014 car. It's not 2004. Come on.
Sun was shining today. You got bang this. You're on the way to it.
Drinking beers.
Living is.
If the people driving past knew how many platinum trophies combined were in that car, they'd be impressed.
Yeah, but then they'd have like a look and then see like, well, there's only really one list that's impressive.
Yeah, mine exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I know that's what you're saying. Yeah. No, I think we would have had a police escort if I just had platinums.
Yeah.
But like just weaving in and out. Wouldn't be able to keep up though because I drive at like 40 everywhere I go. But it would have been, the sentiment would have been nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that was brought us all together for the second time.
Yeah.
And it was 4 months since our last one, right?
Yeah.
Does not feel that long at all.
Not now, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I thought it felt longer before we met. I thought it was about a year.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When we got in the house and it was like, oh yeah, it's you guys again. Like, you know.
Just sort of like, oh.
Yeah, the first time I mean was like, oh, everyone's real.
Yeah.
This is. Whoa. And
I'm
this
not
time it's
real.
like,
Don't touch me, I'm not real.
We've not been catfished.
yeah. Oh, thank Christ.
Yeah.
And then this time it's like, I think everyone came in and we're just hanging around like, so how's the drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like- and Lou's just petting the dog. It's like, chilling. It's like,
After you got like absolutely massacred by him.
by who?
By the dog.
That bit me.
No, he didn't.
No, we didn't.
You wanted to.
Actually, it bit me. Yeah.
Where did he bite you?
No, we didn't.
He didn't. I don't think he crunched down.
He threatened. He's too soft for that. He's just all back.
He's laying on the lawn
He
and
was-
he's saying,
Trembling with the bark.
he's saying, this is what I could do to you if you cross me. That's what that was.
I was like, it's not a threat to me.
should
It was annoying that he basically took over half the
I mean,
house.
look how
What do you mean he's not a threat to him?
I know.
Train him better.
He's tiny.
He can get to the throat from standing.
But
That's what I've heard.
At a certain point, it was like having a bad housemate. I was like, I'm afraid to go into the sitting room. I'm going to stay to the kitchen and the back garden because I don't want to disturb his bad vibe.
Yeah.
so spun.
He's asleep now. He's giving off a mellow vibe now, I'd say.
Post-coital.
Post nut clarity, I think.
He's
it is.
exhausted himself from humping that toy for about an hour and a half. So,
Easy.
well done, Lobo. Done
Hats
proud.
off.
Bedtime now. It's only 8 o'clock.
I need to take down some tips.
What time did you say Wetherspoon stopped serving?
11, I checked it.
11.
That's all Adam cares about, and too fair, quite frankly, me.
Yeah, I feel like having a
Oh, you want the food? I'm good.
chicken
Adam
burger
just wants 9 pints.
More.
for 50p.
Yeah. Adam could not understand, was so blown away by the prices of Wetherspoons.
The first thing I said to Emma when she came in was like, I bought all these drinks in Tesco. Okay, I got 4 cans of Guinness. I got 4 cans of Carlsberg. I got 4 cans of Foster's, and I got like a Thai big beer and Pepsi Max.
Thank you.
£16. In Ireland, that would be £30.
Really?
That's expensive for me.
Tesco's like, this is expensive.
That's well
Let's go
expensive.
Aldi.
We go to Aldi, it's like half price on everything. It's not, you don't get like the brand, but you get like
You do with beer, though.
cheap knock. No, you don't.
You do.
Sometimes you do, yeah, I've seen.
Guinness is cheaper here in England than it is in Ireland.
That is just ridiculous.
That's because they give you like half the can.
No, they give you 60 less, but they got to put on a boat to cross the Irish Sea. But it's cheap.
Yeah, I suppose.
What's for the world?
There.
So anyway, what games have we been playing? That's what we all want to talk. That's why people watch the podcast, right? It's because they want to hear what games we've been playing, right?
Alan!
Favourite topic?
Adam warned us he doesn't want to talk about it. For the
No,
second time.
Adam, from the very first message he sent, he said, we need to talk about games we've been playing.
But he's played loads of games, so many games. He just wants to just talk for about an hour about them.
Not to be a spoil sport. And genuinely, if you want to talk about what games you've been playing, go for it. Okay,
I actually do like talking about games.
that's why.
Oh, no.
Generally, just wondered I Adam.
This is
Yeah.
why I was like,
I'm on the
you
same
guys
boat.
should sit at the end and you sit in the middle.
Oh,
She was like, no, I want space to move around.
Let's talk about The Last of Us.
It was all like a plan so you couldn't escape.
Yeah. You
I
are
feel
pinned
kind
down.
of trapped. As if I was like, oh, let me just go get myself a drink. Oh, but this is in the way and she's in the way.
Play the
Lobo
game.
actually moved. As soon as I said what games we playing, he actually moved to block the only exit as well. Like he knew, he's been trained well by Joel.
Yes.
To be like, as soon as he has games, he's like, whoop, defense, stop Adam at all times.
As soon as there's games and Adam in the same room, that's it.
Folks, serious though, if you want to talk about it, go for it. I've got a beer.
I'm not too bothered.
I think we should talk about The Last of Us, since me and Lucy have both been playing it recently. Last of Us Remake. Adam, are you going to play it?
Eventually.
Is it going to be a platinum journey or is it going to be just a funsies?
I haven't decided yet. What I'm considering is doing a bonus episode where I do permadeath.
Ungrounded?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I've done so much in The Last of Us. Like, I've beaten the game, platinumed it, did Ungrounded, which has difficulty. Did Ungrounded with not firing a gun or using the bow. First ever person to come up with that challenge, by the way, on the internet. And I was like, what's left? What more hills to conquer? Permadeath.
That's it.
Just the collectibles.
And there's a speed run.
Well, we had this debate, didn't we?
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, our eventual.
Well, no. I mean, there is an actual speed run in the game. Like, there's a setting for it.
Is that?
Could we use that to match our times?
I mean, we could do it if you want to do The Last of Us.
You keep changing games.
Well, no. Well, we're talking about The Last of Us at the moment, but there is actually a permadeath mode and an actual speedrun mode that you can switch on. So you haven't done that yet.
I haven't.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
I'm gonna throw my hat in as well and say I think I could challenge us both for speedrun. I think after hearing Adam's, I forgot Adam had done it with no guns, which makes us feel a little bit less confident. That I
Or
could,
the bow. Imagine playing as Ellie without the bow.
We could just take
How
on the
do you
new
even beat the
esports.
I would challenge you all, but I want to give somebody else a chance.
That part you have to
To
go
win.
in. Also, the bit where you're hanging upside down as Joel. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You have to use a gun there.
Because I could, like I played on ground obviously. Well, obviously, you may not know that,
Oh,
but I did ungrounded, and a lot of the game you don't even have to fight anyway. So ungrounded, there's big sections, especially with Ellie, you can pretty much run through the entire levels. There's only a couple bits where you don't have to do that.
Basically, took the coward's way out.
Oh yeah, of course it did.
Sounds about right.
That's the best way to go. It's good. Just the speedrun running through is still quite hard though. You have to know where they're going to be. You have to learn the patterns
Is it
and
as hard
then
as-
avoid them.
Is it as hard as Devil May Cry 5 though?
Well, what is?
Nothing.
How many minutes is that before Joel mentioned Devil May Cry 5?
Well, it's not recording, so I don't know. No.
Ah.
18 minutes.
18. Well done.
That's a new record,
18.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
maybe.
longest you've went without mentioning
I'm
Devil
sure it's
May
about
Cry 5.
Actually, I think it was about 15, 16 last podcast as well with JJ and Adrian. So, you know, you're extending it.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
thinking about it less now, aren't you?
it's going to get to the point where I'm going to say it on the last minute of the podcast, and then it's just going to revert back to like the first one.
Yeah.
You're going to start with welcome, and I'm going to go, I played Devil May Cry 5! And then it'll just go from there.
I look forward to that day.
Yeah.
But what if by the time we get there, I've planned it?
It's not the same, I've got a
And
guide.
then I can say it, and I'd be like, well, I planned Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, but I made a guide for it, so you just use the guide. I've
Oh.
made the world a service. I deserve a statue. I deserve a bank holiday.
You've made the world a better place. That's can't dispute that.
I think I deserve a bank holiday.
Or at least like an anime. An anime about you planning Devil May Cry 5.
That would be epic.
Yeah. Like, just like 10 hours.
We got well on the 10 and just realised we started talking about The Last of Us. And then it just went like on a tangent. I regret nothing.
No, never. No regrets, ever. It's going to be the worst audio of any podcast that's ever existed. And I'm okay with that.
This is going to be the first one on Spotify.
Yeah, it's going to be the first on Spotify. Everyone's like, oh, what's this? And the guy with the ears bleeding afterwards. Like, oh, I don't know if I like this one. 3 stars.
It'll be like the podcast of The Ring, like the tape where people die after like 7 days. This will be like your ears. You'll stop hearing after like 7 seconds.
They should just start bleeding from the ears, just pass out. But hopefully they pass out while the podcast's still running, so the retention's still there.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
that's the goal.
Yeah, and then they accidentally fall and hit the 5-star review. And then after that, I don't care.
What a way to go out.
Yeah, reviewing a podcast that you hated.
What is your retention on the podcast?
Low.
Well, most podcasts.
Non-existent. I don't imagine anybody's watching it at this point of the podcast.
Yeah, but people would listen to it in the background.
Oh, it's with like 25. I don't know.
And most of them are an hour long.
Yeah.
That's about average.
Yeah.
Also, you're taking into account if somebody starts the podcast half an hour in, they stop, they join it later on. That's like a 50% retention. But it's the same one person who actually watched the entire thing.
Yeah. Well, in this podcast, we have 2 cameras, so obviously we're going to get way better retention this time. This one.
This
This
would be
one.
like Hot Ones. This
Yeah,
one, this
I
camera,
just
this
remember that.
camera. Tell people what you're about.
Should we get some hot Pringles?
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't got any. I should have got some. Emma, why didn't you get hot Pringles? You know the rules. When people come over, we get hot Pringles.
And you have at least half a pack each.
I can feel Emma's discomfort
Emma
about
wants-
saying a word.
She wants to throw a can off Joel's head. So do it after the podcast. We can do it after the
Disappointed! Anyway,
podcast. Anyway.
Last of Us though.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the remake. Lucy, how are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it. But the thing is, it's just a really good game at the end. Yes, it's hard not to enjoy it because it's still like everything that you loved about it originally. It's still all there, but it's just nicer now.
This is the question I've been streaming. I know we've both been streaming it, so you may have got this question. I keep getting two questions.
Okay. I think
First
I could
one,
guess.
Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is it actually a full remake?
I thought the first one was going to be like, why don't you stop streaming?
Well, I'll remove those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a third question. Have you, like, because this is something that as I've been playing it, what differences have you noticed playing it? Like, because obviously both of us played it quite a few times. Is there anything that's jumped out to you other than the obvious?
I would say the thing I've noticed more is that you get drawn into animations with melee encounters more. So in the other one, like in the original, you would like hit them, you might push them against the wall or something. But I find that that's happening more, so it feels more immersive and it feels more dynamic. The game, and then I would probably say that there's probably a little bit more flanking, and that world the world responds more to you, so like knocking things over. So I feel like there's more of those involved. Other than that, that's probably it.
Okay.
How about you?
For me, like, because I've played the game quite a few times, I was like trying to do all my old tricks that I normally did to get through. They don't always work as well anymore because I'm like, oh, every time, so I go to an encounter, but I always do this. And now the things that I always do don't quite work. So I'm guessing that must be the improved AI that they're... Yeah, because there was like certain sections I was like, no, this never goes like that. Like the stalkers seem to be, I think the stalkers are like part 2 stalkers. They're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I don't remember them being that way when I played certain sections.
Can you go prone?
No.
Do you know what I will say actually? Do you know the sewer part?
Yeah, that was totally different.
It was so different because normally you just throw like a bottle and it would all charge you, and I feel like I don't remember there even being stalkers down there. I remember as I
I
progressed.
thought the same thing.
Yeah, and there was like stalkers on the corners, and I was like, hold on, this actually does feel different. That's Spevering anyway.
I'm pretty sure
the same.
I'm pretty sure the stalkers only appear in the hotel in the original, don't they?
No, there are 2 bits. But this
Oh,
is... I actually want to go back to my original playthrough and watch myself play it because I had like a Let's Play on it. I'm pretty sure I would always bow the 2 stalkers and then I would just go around and get all the runners. But it felt like there were way more stalkers this time and that didn't work and the stalkers took a bit harder and that you could proper see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so weird. And the bloater now is like way more aggressive. Like it runs at you, like proper goes for it. It's not just a big old and it's less like before you could really tell the spots that they kind of wanted you to shoot. That's all gone.
Yeah.
So mainly the AI was and the gameplay in terms of that. I was like, oh, I have to actually play this for the first time again almost. Like I can't just go through it the way I always do, which has been fun. I've enjoyed that.
I have a question for you about one encounter in particular.
Okay.
Tommy's down.
Yes.
Once it blasts through. Now I've mastered a speedrunning version of that, which is you run through everyone, you hop out the window, you then sprint past everyone, you launch a Molotov at the doors, the enemies are coming through, and you jump through, no damage, made one shot. Easy.
No.
If I was to do a permadeath
Doesn't
run,
work.
I would definitely try that strategy, and I'm afraid I get.
So I tried to do it on stream, and I was like, this is how you do it. You ignore everybody, you run up, you go all the way through, and every time I did it, the door wouldn't open. So like I was getting to the point where normally they come out, and I was like, it wasn't working. And the only way I got it to work was to kill enough enemies to then progress, and then the way it was like it would always trigger. You could never make it in time. So I was restarting the encounter, and basically, like there's a checkpoint once you get out the building. I don't know if there was a checkpoint there before. I don't think there was. I think originally it was like you started, then it's all the way to the door, and that's a checkpoint. So the checkpoint comes in, and then as soon as that checkpoint loads, you're too late. You can't get there in time. So they must have actually patched that. Yeah.
The devils are like, I see the cheese.
Yeah.
Not today!
So I'd be curious to see what bits that you have a similar experiences, obviously, as you play the game a lot. Whereabouts are you in your playthrough so far?
I've just finished Ellie's section, so I'm at the bit where pretty much the end, the bit before the hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the fight with David in the coal mine goes.
Have you done it?
No, because I always play Left Behind straight after Fall.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I picked up on that in your stream. I went.
I was going to do it, yeah.
You start playing as Ellie, you want to go back and see what brought that. I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, ever since I bought the DLC, I started doing it because I like getting to the end of the game and
it
feeling
being the
resolved.
end,
Because I don't want to play this like as it is good, but it doesn't feel like you've finished. It does this extra add-on.
Is it DLC trophies
Included now, yeah.
with it? Alright.
Yeah. So
Joel's like, damn! Go do it now.
If it's in the list, I don't mind. It's just when like they release more content, I'm just like, nah.
When I played the David encounter, I actually thought at the time, I don't remember being like this at all. David was so aggressive.
Really?
Like, I had to like turn and sprint away several times because he's like literally hounding you. Yeah. He like you have to run. He's actually, you know what?
Very creepy.
He's actually really creepy. That encounter is like really nervous. Like, it's really nerve wracking because like he doesn't come up on the hearing thing.
Yeah.
And like the way he chases, you've actually got to really, really run. And it's like I've done Ungrounded. There's no hearing then, and I did not find that as nerve wracking because like it's so easy on the remastered. You just kind of like corner around him, and it's done. But he charges you so aggressively, you have to literally turn, sprint, and like climb over all those sorts of stuff to get rid of him, and then you don't know where he is.
That is super scary. That bit. I always find the final phase of his quite hard because that's when he starts then like hiding from you.
That was pretty much where I felt it. I was like, oh jeez.
Yeah, I normally go into the kitchen and normally wait for him to come round and then go up and bind him. So that bit's giving me so many nightmares. Like, I have so many dreams about David chasing me. I hated it. Oh god, I had one where he actually turned into an infected while he was chasing me. Like, it was quite creepy. Yeah, I had so many dreams of that. I had a dream that my friend's mum turned into a new version of a clicker, which was like a moss version. Like it was like algae was taking over us. Intense. So.
Yeah, it's quite a creative mind you've got there.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least when I go to bed.
Goddamn terrifying.
Yeah. I have a lot of intense dreams.
Are any of them happy?
I mean, they can be. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go too deep into. I think the worst ones where I used to have. We can pivot harder. But the worst times I used to have really happy dreams during the pandemic, and I'd wake up and be really sad. So that was quite awful because you'd feel the happiness escaping from your like. It felt really weird. But like, oh my god, I felt so happy. But now it's gone. That was pretty rough. But yeah, Last of Us, happy, sad game.
Oh, it's very happy.
Yeah.
It's a similar emotion when I watch back the podcasts. I'm happy before I watch them, and then I start watching them, and it's like. Oh.
I'm just always chronically never happy, so I don't have that. But I imagine that's still disappointing as well.
Have you had any problems or glitches with the game?
I fell through the floor once.
Okay.
That was it though.
Is that real, Lewis? You're generally unhappy most of the time.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I got glossed over.
That's just British sarcasm.
Alright. I was a bit concerned there
No.
for a second.
This is the true personality of Alec McDermott. He genuinely just cares about people.
Everybody.
Isn't he a gem? I thought you'd come with a double necklace this time. I thought you'd pull it off.
Shite.
Do you want to use mine? Yeah.
I'm not cool enough for it.
You are?
I'll rock it.
That's an honour, that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Jules'
I never take these off.
Look at Jules' lovely haircut. Look how lovely it is from the side. Wow. It's a sick fade.
I'm going to be really effeminate. Joel, could you put these on for me? Because
Of course
I don't know how to do it.
How does one put on a necklace?
I don't know. I can't see behind me. Yeah, rub your... Yeah.
That's the best way to put a necklace on. You got to caress them afterwards.
Of course you do. They're going to kiss in his neck when my wife's watching.
Just smell it instead. It's fine. Quick sniff. There you go.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to lie, but you can actually pull it off.
I know, I feel manlier. I don't know what it is.
It's so rugged now.
I'm going to go chop some wood and hunt.
No one's going to mess with it in Wetherspoons now.
I've never chopped wood before in my life.
But you look like you did though. When you had that on, you look like you chopped wood all the time.
Yeah,
So.
now I just look like a dweeb.
Yeah. You
I'm
know.
going to start pointing at people with spoon. Oi. Move it.
That'll go down so well in the Manchester Wetherspoons, Adam.
Oh yeah.
I will not
chair,
be
like thrown from like the other side of the Wetherspoons.
I will not be on your party when you do that. I'll be sat in the corner. Crying. For no related reason.
Where'd you get this?
Passed down Portuguese heritage.
That small one
Yeah.
was actually my cousin. One of my cousins gave it to me for my birthday.
Huh?
And then that one I got in a market.
And these you wear these all the time?
Yeah.
Hence the smell.
I thought you wouldn't know. I have no regrets.
This is nice.
Yeah.
I did in my head about I don't wear you got loads of bracelets and stuff
Yeah.
throughout the years. And
Oh,
you've
very
got
many.
some and you've got
I have an Apple Watch,
you've got
bro.
tattoos. I
Spy
haven't said
tats.
this before, but I would quite like is get like a little bit of rope. Coloured rope. And
They're all really like hard to get off.
what are they by the
They
way?
look fused to your
They
arm.
are fused. Well, they're just random ones that I've picked up over the years that people have like either given me from holidays, mainly holidays.
The string one.
You got a police one on.
Well, that's for Doctor Who.
Ah.
When I went to Doctor Who exhibition.
So I like to get like a string one, but a little bit thicker.
You get them all the time in when you go to European countries. Yeah.
Grant, what I'm thinking about, I would like to get one. So I'm not going to be living in Ireland. I'm not going to technically have a home. I would like to get like bracelets of the countries I feel most at home in.
Ah, that's nice.
So I have obviously a green one for Ireland, then like a red one for Spain, and then maybe like a as the word, like when you find yourself in a country, you go, I could definitely live here. And I got like a little bracelet as a reminder. So if you're in some far off, you're in Indonesia, and it's like, this is not going well. I'm miserable. Nothing works. I just want to go home. And then you can look at your hand.
Where felt like home? That red one.
Yeah, I'm like, Spain. Oh, fuck, give me a flight to Spain. I'll just walk off the plane. I'll be good with life again. And it's nice, this like little trinket of home.
What do you mean?
I was going to say, if you want some rope, I've got like a washing up line outside. You can take that if you want.
Kind of like a thick, I know you're joking, but I'm deadly serious. Kind of like a thicker, maybe, I don't know, like 3 centimeters around.
You can definitely get them from market or something.
You'd want to go down to the market of the country itself. Like Ireland would have kind of that Celtic trimming on it, and maybe Spain would have its own style of trimming on it. I might probably get one in Bulgaria.
Spain would probably just have like some tappers around it.
No, you could just cut down the noose that's hanging up there, and that would make a great bracelet. I wasn't sure if I was going to say that one. I was like, I'm just going to say it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
You only YouTube ons, right? Especially when you get cancelled for saying things.
We're going to get like a copyright claim on that.
Copyright claim.
Yeah.
Someone who owns nooses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big brands, I've heard. Yeah.
I got some questions.
Alright, we've got some questions. So, in terms of trophies, we should have some trophy topics because, Platinum podcast, and we've exhausted so much trophy hunting content that we are really scraping the barrel.
Before we get into after this, before we get into this, next time we're here, I would like to do videos with you.
With me?
Adam's Bar makes a return. I'll be the host. You can take relax. I'll have all the equipment. I'll have the lights, the cameras, the whole thing. We probably have it looking like we did the first podcast.
Joe, you can't be here though. We're just going to use your house.
Yeah.
But I'll be in charge, and we'll have no topics.
Okay.
None.
So the four of us are just going to sit here, just staring at the camera.
Wagon. That's it.
Just like that.
That's it.
Staring at the camera.
I mean, we don't have many topics today, Adam.
I had loads, but we kind of burnt. I don't want a topic.
Don't want a topic, just free for all.
Just go with the flow.
I would just like push record, welcome. Do you know when you get like friends around a bar? Like the experience would be the idea of you walk into a bar and someone you know is talking to some folks you sort of know, and like, pull up a seat.
Is this the beginning of a joke?
Yeah, it's going to land. Wait for it.
Get so continue.
Oh, this was your cue to go like, bro!
I don't want anymore. It's kind of disrespectful.
I thought it
I
was.
my pitch for an idea of a
I'm all up
series
for
I
it.
planned doing for years. It's like,
Well,
it's a joke.
Adam's Bar's got its first bar.
Yeah. Lucy, LudiXP, barred for life.
I don't think you're allowed.
Can we play video? Didn't you have an idea about playing video games while drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Is it going to merge with that, or is it just a chinwag?
Completely different.
No.
Because I would like to tie it into the friends I've made around the world. That you like to bring the bar to them. And same interest, like come into the bar and you'd be like landing in a conversation between people who already know each other. And you're like, oh no, come on, this is so and so, and just like you're in this bar setting, and I don't know. I like bars. I like. It's not a joke.
Well, it's just when you say, oh, we'll all be in a bar, That's the beginning of a joke.
Lucy was still waiting for the punchline.
Yeah. 4 YouTubers walking to a bar. Okay.
I was describing it as 4 friends are already in a bar, and the viewer gets to join them.
And talk
but
about.
Maybe it'll be 3 friends in a bar.
Yeah.
And we'll all talk
and
about
one
what we've been playing.
Knocking on the door on the way
3
out.
friends. What have we all been playing? Let's go. Lucy can just watch from the window, tears down her eyes.
Do you know what I do? Out of spite, I'd be like, now I think it's a great time to talk about what I've been playing.
Lucy just have like writing down notes on the window, being like, I'm playing Uncharted. It was really good. You should play it.
Go on here with the
Oh yeah, there's the question. The topic is our longest ever platinum trophy. So we're going.
My joke was a bad joke.
I need my
It was
phone. I need my
savage.
phone for this.
That's what I was looking at.
So
I need to
For the
check the
topic.
specifics.
now, not
Come into the light. Oh look, we have a hand.
Oh, excellent. So not in terms of hours completion, in terms of actual time over days, weeks, and months. So like 3 months, 4 months, 10
is
years.
your wallpaper your wife?
Yeah, because she put it there.
Did you
Smart.
really?
Smart.
It wasn't optional.
Mine's
I just can't find the picture that was there before.
mine's All Might.
He's always like me as his.
All Might. All Might. So anyway, I know mine and Adam's.
Uh-huh.
So Adam, do you know what yours is?
No.
Your longest ever platinum trophy was South Park Fractured But Whole, and it took you 1 year and 9 months.
That's not the game. That's not how you say the game.
Fractured But Whole.
That's not how you say it.
Fractured Butthole.
There you go.
Fractured Butthole.
Listen, Trey Parker and Matt Stone thought very hard about that game title to embarrass GameStop employees around the country.
They're geniuses then too, to be fair. So how does that make you feel, that one being the longest? Considering you played considerably harder and longer games.
I don't know. I kind of played it probably... Well, I played on PC. I probably just played the first mission on PS4, then just did it off, so...
But you went back and you did the whole thing though?
I made an episode about it, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, so that's probably why it's started it. Put it.
And I went, oh, yep, episode later.
Mm-hmm.
Then you PC'd it. Ah, well. There's no like reason why you left it other than the fact that... PC.
I'm not sure if I definitely PC'd the Stick of Truth a lot. I 4 playthroughs. Once one of your classes is due, I'm like, okay, what do South Park boys have in store for this? I gotta do that playthrough. But I think the Fractured Butthole was most certainly just I tried the first mission and went episode later.
It's quite a short game, isn't it? Like 30 hours.
That ain't short.
And these days, with RPGs,
Short is
it's a mid tier. I'd say like 15. Yeah, you're right. It's not that. It's not short, but it's not overwhelming, intimidatingly long. That's like my cutoff. I'm like, if it's 30 hours or less, I'm like, yeah, I'll play it. If it's longer, I'm like, better be good.
Yeah, your ideal time is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a prime time. But if I can push it to I push it to 12 or 13 minutes if I have to. But that applies to all things in life.
So what's yours, Lewis? Because you're at the end.
It's quite a short time. 1 hour, which means 1 hour, 1 year. So you must platinum games quite within a year span most often than not. That's why I thought it was quite interesting.
I would say that either I'm most games I don't platinum.
What?
Are you allowed to say that on this podcast?
No, he's getting cancelled. I'm gonna just put a big black thing over his face for the rest of the episode now.
Yeah, most stuff I just play and go, sweet, that was nice.
What's that like?
Yeah. Tell us.
Tell us what it's like to not be compelled to finish games.
I recently played XCOM 2 and I beat the campaign and went, I saved Earth from the invading aliens. Yeah. And then I deleted the game. I got like 3 or 4 trophies.
Feel betrayed. Can I have my necklaces back?
I saved.
Can you have his smelly necklaces back, please?
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Okay, mine. So mine is 2 years and 10 months. Is Mountain Blade Warband.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
No, I've never heard of it.
God, you guys are missing out. Mountain Blade Bannerlord's out in like 2 months' time. It's like this sort of like a sandbox RPG game, which is completely independent.
Lucy, what's yours?
Dependent to you. The game runs independently to you. So it doesn't matter what you do, the game will continue to exist. Obviously, you have to have it on. You have to have the console on. But the idea is that you can be a peasant, you can be a soldier, you can be fighting someone's warband, you can be a mercenary, whatever. You can be a trader. But the wars and stuff, there's basically a kingdom in like war, and there's like 5 different factions, and they'll fight each other and take over like castles and stuff. And you can be involved in the war. You can just make your own kingdom, do all this stuff, and it's just like it's just really interesting. It's really good. It's a big sandbox game, and you command like when you fight, you command like armies of like hundreds of people. There's hundreds, and it's like all real time. But the platinum has like so many online trophies, and they're like there's no one playing the game. So you go online, there's like 4 people online. And it's like defeat an enemy 500 times with a throwing axe, and you're like, right, well I'll have to like actually find somebody and then actually be able to kill them with a throwing axe. And
So
it's like
a specific enemy, the
like,
same
no,
enemy.
like online enemy. So like there's so many online stuff. There's one for like killing someone who's mounted when you're not mounted 100 times. Bear in mind that is like close to impossible. If someone's mounted, how are you going to kill someone who's like running around throwing spears at you? And you're like stand there with a little axe. Like okay, I need to kill him 100 times somehow. So
What year was this that you did
then
this?
last year, someone actually Dead Man Walking reached out to us and he said he boosted with me. We just spent like 3 hours. Nah,
Boosting.
20 hours. Just taking turns killing each other. I was like on this horse and he was just like dead. He got on the horse, and then I ran along. It was very repetitive time. But also I got it though, and it's an ultra rare plat, so you know.
Oh, sweet.
So really, I'm the real winner here.
The power of boosting.
I'm not a loser at all.
What about you, Joe?
First of all, I want to say, ha! Because on the first podcast we had,
What did I do?
I said, would you boost with me to both you and Lucy? You denied, and that's fine. I'm over that now.
Yeah.
I've recovered.
Why
Wait.
you had me?
No, wait.
Her.
Let me finish. And Lucy said no, and I said, it's not a no, it's a not yet. And I got branded as being very rapey. But what happened last week? Or wasn't last week?
It was last month.
What happened last month?
Did you consensually boost?
You did.
Wow.
Nothing escapes my Sharingan.
No.
Why are you hiding
Nothing.
me?
Because you said you're very rapey.
I said that sounds rapey.
Yeah.
And
but
it did.
I had a premonition. Okay? I had a premonition and I was right. Because
I'm just imagining all those posters put up around schools that say, no does not mean not yet. Consent matters.
Joe, Adam.
Don't be like Joel.
Adam, you're next. Joel's coming for you next.
I don't even have PS Plus.
you don't need PS Plus. We can boost here.
Today.
He
After
will
this.
find you, and he will boost you.
He will find you. He will boost with you.
He gave me his necklaces, so I like him more.
Yeah.
There's actually a PS Plus code in that necklace. So you can just redeem it whenever you want.
There's, if you look between the little lockets, there's a free code for free PSN for 3 months.
The other side says one guy will boost with them all.
How does this relate to your longest platinum?
No, it's
Oh yeah, Joel. So anyway,
Is it mine?
Unburden yourself.
All right, yeah.
I've
I've been waiting months to do this.
He had his moment. He took it.
Hang on, but can you realize that did sound rapey? It's not no, it's a not yet.
But I was right. So the rapiness is removed.
That sounds like a rapist.
No.
Listen,
No.
she was asking for it.
No. Who approached who?
She literally asked him.
Who approached who?
Did you ask him for it?
No, this is a one answer. This is a one answer question.
Your Honour.
Well, there's evidence when you were on the show, we were talking about it, and then we came to the realization.
Don't give me the pity. Don't give me the pity answer.
We realised we could boost, and I was like, "Oh my god, shall we?" And we said, "Yeah." So we spoke about it, and then it happened.
Ha!
But did you approach him?
I think it's a mutual agreement.
No.
That's basically the same.
Someone always initiates.
Get the podcast up. Get the proof. What was it on?
It was when you were locking it down with Lucy. I think we were talking about Souls games.
Oh yeah.
And then we were like, "Oh yeah, you can do that." And I was like, "Can we?"
I remember being approached.
Yeah, a guy always remembers when they're approached. I will say that. It's like
Because it's near impossible.
Yeah.
But anyway, longest plat, Joel. Great tangent.
It's
Borderline, on the cusp. But you know, we'll keep rolling with the punches.
It's Batman Arkham City.
Oh, cool.
8 years, 6 months.
Whoa. I think that's top.
That is a long ass time. You were but a baby when you started.
I just gave up.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was just like, nah, that's
Where
not
was
for
the
me.
giving up point?
Just after I finished the game, I did like most of the trophies, and then the challenges came, and then I had to do New Game Plus, and I was burnt out, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me. And then about a year ago, I just thought I'm gonna platinum what I've not platinum yet.
This
And
is
that's-
recent.
And that's when the backlog clearing arc came to
The
be,
Backlog Buster.
and I've just been
Smashed
clearing
it.
backlog games ever since. I've not played a new game since like 2020.
Cool.
I think the last new game I played was Ghost of Tsushima. That's how many games I've missed out on. But I've only got about 10, 15 games left now.
Wow, 8 years. So when did you start this Odyssey?
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6 months.
Okay. Alright. What year was
Do you
that?
understand the game we're playing?
I think I came up with the game.
Yeah.
It was 2012, I think, was when I first started playing it.
That'll be
Like-
10 years.
No, because I platinumed it already.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Platinum 2 years ago.
Yeah, it would have been almost 2 years ago.
Yes.
Ah.
Be honest, that is long because you have to do like 100% completion on hard.
It's like
on the new game plus as well.
It's like a drug now, though. I have genuinely contemplated in starting 20 games with unmissables and waiting 10 years to platinum.
Whoa.
It's like
good for that.
a rush of endorphins.
Actually, you've got a lot of that to come if you do all the back.
I don't think it'll hit the same though because it's planned. This was like unplanned. This was a game that I genuinely put down and I thought I give up. The game has beat me, and now I've matured. I have less brain cells, and I just thought I'm gonna platinum it.
Good story arc.
Yeah, a redemption arc.
What's next?
Yeah.
I wish we had a camera on that side so they could got my angle of your face.
Emma, I told you to stand there with a camera.
Leapt up.
So we'll just reenact it later. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just crop it in.
We'll do it with Weatherspoons.
Yeah. On the table. Yeah. Just think like in 2029, there'll be someone who started a game in 2009, didn't think anything of it, and then just planned it, and it'll be like planned in 20 years.
That's insane.
Yeah. I wonder if that's possible for me on any game to do a.
As long as there's like unmissable trophies.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No
As long
online.
as there's like no online, because even unmissables,
Yeah.
you can always go back and play it.
Let's look into that. Like, is there something like a top?
Before we get to your thing, can you explain what you do with the drinks before you finish it?
What do you mean? Me?
Did you make an ice cream soda Dr.
how
Pepper?
you Oh, yeah. So obviously, the guys know that I love a good Dr. Pepper cream soda, but they didn't have any. So Emma came up with the idea to buy a Dr. Pepper and a cream soda, and I poured them both into a glass. I made my own Dr. Pepper cream soda, and it is.
Actually tastes good.
It's not quite to the standard, but it actually does taste nice. Like, I don't hate it. It's nice.
I didn't know you could get cream soda Dr. Pepper at all.
It's a good
Oh my
substitute.
God.
It's so,
It is quite nice.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
It is
Does it go
nice.
flat immediately because you're combining the bubbles?
I like flat.
Me too, to be fair.
And do you also like the crumbs of
I love the crumbs of everything. I found out how to cheat crumb day.
Cheat crumb day.
Cheat it. So crumb day is when you get to the end of the cereal, it's all crummy. At home, I used to be like making sure that no one else got the crumbs because I love the crumbs. So you pour it all in, you get the crumbs, and then it's like it's even better. So what I've discovered is because I'm the only person eating the cereal, I can get the cereal when it gets about here and start like Constantining it off so that I can pour crumbs in from the section so I can have it earlier if I can't wait to crumb.
You can't wait to.
Why don't you just like make your own crumbs and just turn the whole bag into crumbs?
Yeah,
By
why not
just get a hammer
Get
and
a
smash
mallet
it up.
and just smash the shit out of
Then
your
every day
face.
will be crumb day.
No, because it's not. I want those really fun like sand granules, and you're not going to get that.
Put a
It's
blender?
gonna be-
Why would you
Put a
blend
blender?
your cereal?
Because that would like refine it.
It's I can't explain it. It's because like when you've got the crumbs in the milk, and it's like not even milk anymore because now it's just all crumbs.
Do you like put it in a line and then just go? Oh, that's what I need.
Crumb day is the best.
Oh yeah. So now when I'm like, I feel like I could do with a crumb day, I'm just like, well, I could manufacture it now.
You know, like
It's cheating though.
Beating the system.
when I was a kid, I used to like rub the crisps on my lips. You know, so like the dust stayed on my lips.
Oh.
Eat the whole packet, and then at the end, I'd lick my lips because it was like all of them.
That's
It was
pretty-
worth. It was worth.
That
it.
feels pretty gross to me.
I like how one of the big defining moments of Lucy's independence of owning her own apartment is, I can have crumb day more often.
Every day is crumb
It's
day.
a half crumb day, so it's a little bit like Lord Voldemort, like sucking the unicorn blood. You know, half like it's a
Yeah.
half crumb day.
Because
It's
if
not
you
really
have
good.
the whole thing, you'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do like to try and stay true to crumb day.
Relatable.
You're great, Lucy. You're great.
Why don't you just buy loads of cereal? Because cereal's pretty cheap, right? Like 80p. And just get rid of the top 80%, and then you can have crumb day every day for like 80p a day.
Because it'll go mouldy, won't it?
No,
Cereal.
you buy it fresh.
Cereal
Fresh up,
doesn't.
open it, pour most of it out, and you've got crumbs at the bottom, and then just...
No, but crumbs
It takes
occur.
away the excitement.
It does
then,
also
though,
crumbs
doesn't
occur
it?
because of the constant
Wait.
out and in,
Ah.
out and in. That's what makes the crumbs.
Smash it up first.
That's what you were saying. She
Yeah.
said that's cheating.
It's
Why
not
don't
the
you
same.
Why don't you just buy yourself a box of cereal
Uh-huh.
and then just play football with it on your way home?
Mm.
I can guarantee you'll have more crumbs.
I noticed what was happening to my milk though, because I think I've been curding my own milk by accident. Because
I'll do that too.
What are you doing with your life?
because I put it in my backpack and it's quite a walk, so when I'm getting home, I've like shook it up a lot.
It's like lumpy.
Well, it's getting on the way. So
I mean, it goes
that
off.
could be why it's
Does it
going
go
up
off
quicker as
faster?
well. Yeah. For a while, I did it the other day. It's sour milk by accident. I was like, man, I've done it again.
Was it chunky?
I didn't get back to the chunky phase. I've done chunky. I now know what to look out for.
I did that with coffee, I think.
I think it's so easy
I
to tell
poured,
milk's
I
off.
poured a coffee.
Yeah.
It was like the last bit of milk. I poured myself a coffee and it had like floating bits on it, and then I thought,
Yeah.
oh, there's no more milk, and I kind of need a coffee, so I just drank it.
It's not pleasant, but it's possible.
It's doable. I've had worse things in my mouth.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Haven't we all?
So,
Would you like to know my game?
that was
Yeah.
a great detour.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories of your life and go, how are you alive? How did you make it this far?
I will say.
Did you see Lucy's cooking? Was it cooking
Oh,
video?
yeah.
Or cooking stream?
I defend her on that part.
The tacos.
I thought it was perfectly fine.
What did
But
you
you
say?
said you had friends.
She
message
made
you
some
out of
tacos.
concern,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, my
But she,
next
might
she,
die.
she added too much water, so it's like it was runny taco.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. Listen.
So it's like taco soup.
Listen, nothing was off. Nothing was going to kill her. I thought it was perfectly fine. Maybe tasty? No. But not
Nourishing.
going to die.
No.
It was a step up from mouldy and off. So.
That's where Adam. That's where Adam puts his line. Is like, as long as it doesn't kill you, it's fine.
Makes you stronger.
Exactly.
She's living on her own for the first time. She's making baby steps. There will be mistakes.
I mean, I have to say, Lucy, whenever I see your story, a lot of your stories is just you putting noodles in the microwave. Like, a lot of them. Excessive amounts of you just going, tea, lunch, noodles.
Yeah, but who bought the microwave?
Oh, it wasn't me.
Mum.
Okay, yeah, can't take that.
Okay.
It's either that or cereal. One time I did eat cereal 3 times a day.
Ah, that's just,
Yeah.
that's high living, man.
It's not great.
I sometimes starve until Emma gets
It's got
home.
all the vitamins.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's got that.
Yeah. It's got added
Depends
B12.
on what cereal you buy, but most of them do have all of your nutrients you need in
Yeah.
a day, your minerals and your vitamins.
Do you know why that is?
With a side of
Red
like.
bread.
Because people don't eat
Got
enough.
all.
Do you know why that is?
No.
Because cereals need to mark them towards mothers and fathers to get their kids.
Children.
And the more vitamins you can put on the packaging, they're like, okay, well, Cocoa Pops may not be that bad after all.
Oh, yeah, they're bad.
They are, but they're like, oh, but there's iron in it, and there's this and there's that, and then you gotta mark the other stuff to them. But some of the cereals are actually pretty
If you have kids
Have you ready
and you
bread?
need to give them all the vitamins, just give them a Guinness.
What is the best cereal?
Oh.
I'd say, when I was in Romania, I had caramel and chocolate cereal.
That sounds nice.
It was, you know, the Lion bar?
Yeah. You can get Lion
It
cereal.
was that.
It's really good.
I need to know the name of
Yeah,
this.
there's
You can actually you can buy Lion
It
cereal.
was so,
seen it.
Yeah.
it was so popular. Every supermarket had like bags and bags. A Romanians just eating this every day.
Well, you did every day when you were there, right?
That's I skipped breakfast most days. I was leaving room for the evenings of beer consumption.
Not fair. Well,
I'd
you don't,
say-
imagine you've done the same day.
I'd say marshmallow mateys.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say they're my choice as well.
They are so nice.
Lucky Charms are better.
I don't know. I think these are better.
You think?
Yeah.
And Lucky Charms taste very American, and by that I mean excessively sugary.
It's
Yeah.
just the marshmallow. And it's because not all of it's marshmallow, so when you do get the marshmallow, it's like,
It's like a.
I really want to try the chocolate one. I've never tried the chocolate one before.
I can't try the chocolate one.
Why?
Does
So,
chocolate give me
Lucy, you're longest
migraines?
platinum. I
I've
believe
had
you
chocolate
said-
like 2 years.
Oh yeah, Lucy, longest platinum.
Okay, so.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah, no,
I forgot about
what your
that.
favourite cereal is?
Oh,
As a
well,
cereal
thing is, I'm a
expert.
cereal connoisseur, so I've been around all the cereals. So my favourite one was discontinued, sadly, and it was chocolate cornflakes. And I used to be, oh my god.
Why was that discontinued?
My dad just like, Morrison's don't sell them anymore. And I was like, what do you mean Morrison's doesn't sell them
I'm
anymore?
sure there's an obscure
I'm gonna
part
Google
of the dark web that you can get them from.
Oh god, they were so good.
And
You,
if it
you
comes
can
with
also
a
buy
kilo
the
of
Devil May
heroin,
Cry
you just
5
take
Platinum
that
as well.
risk.
Well, I mean, it's profit. Sell the heroin, you can get more cereal.
Yeah.
But
It's a win-win.
It was that for a long time. I do like Crunchy Nut.
Crunchy nuts.
Oh,
Crunchy nuts quite
Crunchy
nice.
Nut's fantastic. Oh, Shreddy's chocolate.
What was Cherry's chocolate caramel or Cherry's chocolate orange?
Shreddy's strawberry and cream.
Ooh.
That was the first cereal I ate when I moved into my flat. 'cause
Golden
I was like,
nuggets.
oh, that's Christmas Day.
They do chocolate shells still.
No, but that's not the same.
No.
Not the same. I want.
You can buy a box for £20 off eBay right now.
See,
Chocolate-
I think it's because they're
Those
so bad for you.
Choco-Pick. That's a
You used
Portuguese.
to always eat them.
There's a version though which is milk and white chocolate. They
What
are
about-
so
You can get chocolate flakes from
nice.
Asda, Lucy.
What? Where? I've got an Asda near me.
Oh, it's gone. Look, there, look. Chocolate flakes, Asda.
Oh my god, I'm going to Asda.
Anyone ever tried
Why?
Golden Grahams?
Yeah, they're good.
I've never been able to find them anywhere.
Really?
What about chocolate frosted flakes?
That can't be legal.
Chocolate frosties. 2021.
No.
2021. Right. Da-da-da-da-da.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the
Cereal.
cereal podcast where we talk all things cereal and all things curdly milk.
It's a serious conversation.
Hey!
So, as for the game that took me the longest to platinum, I'm sure you've all been waiting. Mine is Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4 with 6 years and 4 months.
That's
so
relatable.
Not quite
That's relatable.
as long. But that was one I too gave up on.
Yeah.
And that is the story behind it. 'Cause I was like, it was the multiplayer. Because I loved them.
Yeah.
I loved playing the game. I did all the collectibles in the single player, did everything. And for some reason I was like, okay, I'm never going to make it to... So once you get rank 100, and I was like, that's too extreme. But I will get to rank 50. So I spent like ages grinding, and I used to do this like driving track where you would just like it was in the sky, as they always are in GTA, where you just like drive off the edge and then you respawn, you drive off the edge, and then you get loads of points. Then you just did it again and again and again. And I finally got to level 50, and I was like, I am done with this. I'm not going to play it again. Sad that I can't get the plat. Also, the other thing I was missing was the Platinum Awards things that they have.
Oh, yeah,
you
they're
have
a
to get
bit
25
of a
of those.
nightmare.
And I can't remember what it was that spurred me on to go back and get it. I think it was during the pandemic at the tail end of it. I think I just wanted another game to play with other people online. And so some people were doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a go of it. We're going to get to 100. We got some people together. And it happened. And it became like my routine in the morning. I'd wake up before work and I would do my 3 objectives every morning. And I was like, okay, what's the objective today? And there's one Platinum award thing that was like, you need to do this for 25 days in a row. And I was like... And every day it could be anything. It could be as simple as like go to the shop and buy a t-shirt, or it could be do a heist mission. So I was like, God, Lord.
What year was this?
This was just last year, 2021. I got this.
Was this before our Platinum podcast, our first one?
Probably. Maybe.
So you're telling me that you boosted with other people?
Potentially. It was on the 6th of May 2021. So I don't know if you can fact check that. That's when it happened. But I got this game on my birthday. I got this is with my PS4. It came bundled. Yeah, back in 2014. So
Feel betrayed.
that was
You
a
should.
long redemption arc. But yeah, no, I'm really proud of that. And that one is also an ultra rare.
Whoa. Well done.
Been waiting like 25 minutes to say that back to him. After he said that his one was ultra rare. I'm like, oh, you think yours ultra
Our
rare?
first podcast, Lucy, was the 13th of February 2021. That's how long we've
It was
been speaking
happening.
for.
It was happening right under your
13th
nose.
of February,
Been
20. Well, that was deep into the pandemic.
And Adam's was...
Is it my face? Do I have like a face that's like I don't
Ours
want to
was
boost
the
with this
30th of
guy? What is it? I
Yeah,
don't
see,
understand.
he used me and like.
Yeah, still was. We've all known each other for 18 months now.
That's true.
That is a long goddamn time.
But you're my second with 5 years and 8 months of Dark Souls 3.
Second just doesn't hit the same.
I have to look deep into the backlog to see if there's anything that could top 6 years. But I would like that story. Whoa, Journey was 5 years and 9 months. But that doesn't have a platinum.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. The Platinum podcast, not the 100% podcast.
Yeah,
To think, our friendship started with you sending an unsolicited email to me.
did.
Yeah.
Good times.
You
Dick pic included.
you did well with the like it was an actual professional email.
There you know.
I was like, this is my name, we have this thing, these are some samples, this is what we do, we'd like to have you as a guest, I like this video, so again, yours sincerely, Lewis,
Yours
aka PlatinumBro.
All that effort,
Sign
and
off.
all you needed to do was like, I'll send you a Guinness,
Yeah, no.
and you would have been like, I'm in.
Oh, you
You
know
just slid into my DMs on Instagram.
Well, you know. Our changed. I
Yeah.
think when I was going to ask you, it was like, I was so new to it, and everyone who had like more than 2,000 subscribers from that time, I thought was like such big professionals, and I was like, you know, I need to treat them with respect, and hello sir, please.
I liked being treated with respect, you should go back to that, you might have more guests.
Nah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. We're just creating the battle now, Joel, aren't we?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Boy, fancy a podcast.
Anyone will do now.
Yeah, we're like, oh, should we just get them 2-1 again? God. Is that them or Steve?
If we must.
Yeah.
I want to look into mine after, not after, but after maybe when I go home. I want to see if there's anything I could do to top. I want to.
To be fair, I think out of like ultra rares, I think Lewis is the one that like tops it. I think Lewis
want a time one.
will have
Like, is there any
like,
old games that I could get the platinum
rarest
on?
ultra rare.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
know if I
think
do.
you could. I've been doing that video about ranking our platinum lists,
Oh yeah.
So,
and
can't wait to be roasted.
your first trophy was on FIFA 09.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
How? Wow.
Or FIFA 08. It was one of the FIFAs.
I'm pretty sure it was GTA 4. Let's Sleeping Rockstars Lie. That's what it says on my PSN profiles.
FIFA 09 according to PSN profiles.
No, it's not.
It is.
Get Legends Thriller 5 up and have a look.
I've got it up. How are you finding that information? It's here. Yeah, Let Sleeping Rockstars Lie.
Oh, I've been looking at the wrong section. I need to change my.
That was my PS.
Hang on. Your whole
I need to change my video.
I was
your
quite,
whole video is just out the window. You were
I'd
so
scrap it, Joe.
confident.
Yeah, 14 years ago.
Bring it back to base.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Listen, cut that out, right?
Yeah.
From square one, Joe.
Nobody needs to know.
This was one of those viral trophies where it was the trophy. They don't do those anymore. There was only one other trophy that I remember getting, which was like this. So it was you. In order to get this trophy, you had to kill a rock star, as in someone that worked at Rockstar. But it was if you killed someone who killed a rock star, then you got. And so of course, as time went on, you had to kill someone who killed someone who killed someone who killed someone. There was another one in Dead Rising 2, which was like you had to kill somebody that did something or other, and it sort of spread. Very interesting. I'm sure you'll look fascinated by that fact.
I actually am, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm
blown away.
I'm
speechless, actually.
Clearly.
I'm speechless as well.
I'm trying to time it. Like I've got this much left, and I need my Guinness.
Oh well, we're gonna wrap things up now anyway. It's over an hour now. So.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
So we had
I gotta get my Guinness.
answered one question.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
thinking. Once we've got about 5 more
No.
questions, I should probably slow down.
I was having a bit of a nervous breakdown because I left all my notes in Newcastle that I'd made for this podcast, and I was like, we need a topic, blah blah.
I'll get my Guinness now.
Let's wrap things up.
I'm getting my Guinness. You
Why
do not.
have you got Guinness on the show? Oh, wrapping up, you can drink it.
Drink it after.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man
I've been
knows what he wants.
He does.
Oh,
Because I thought there was like 5 more questions to go,
There's not.
and I've got like actual thing in.
the end.
Well, there has to be
There you
now.
go.
That's how I feel like a pro.
I think this is a trend now where Adam leaves the podcast midway to get drinks.
Oh no.
Just me and you, Lucy. Just me and you. So let's talk about this booster before. I'm only joking.
Every time someone gets up, I'm like terrified of the wires. It's like a death
I know,
trap.
yeah. Like everything just collapses.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Adam. Everybody's abandoned us.
What have I missed?
I was going to ask
Well,
you
back
what
to
is in
see
playing, but you
what
had
we've
1
been playing.
minute to tell me.
He's missed it. Screwed it.
I can say in like 3 seconds Injustice 2, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Well done.
That's it.
You're gonna platinum any in the next 2 days.
No.
3 days before you go to Portugal.
No. No way.
Oh.
Those going to Hollybobs, going back to see some family.
Too much grind.
Too much grind. Grind is real. Share play, mate. Just leave your PlayStation running for the next 2 weeks, and then just when you want to go on, log on to share play.
That's like it.
And Adam's going to drink a lovely can of Guinness while we wrap things up. I know. I don't know if it feels short or not. We've been talking for an hour. It feels like we've barely been talking.
We can go a little bit. I've got one whole pint. What time is it?
9 o'clock.
We can go for like 10 minutes.
We've got time. I mean, last order's like 11, so as long as we get there for like 10:59, we should be fine.
Yeah.
What if we did a kind of rapid fire?
A rapid fire.
Yeah, you've got still questions left over, don't you?
No.
Okay, what if I choose what question we ask?
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
interesting.
And what?
Of
Okay.
the 5 you had.
Okay. Okay. Go on. You pick a copy question. These live shows are so professional.
Aren't they?
There's no mistakes in them anywhere. It's very streamlined.
I can't wait till we do this with an actual audience.
Yeah, someday.
And it's just like we should have a button, you know, like a Stream Deck. We should have a button with like the cricket sound, so that whenever there's like an awkward silence, we could just
I would just leave it running.
just
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, because there'll be nobody there. So just be me and you anyway. Renting out this massive auditorium just to like.
Even Emma will be there, like Emma and Emily be like in the audience, like with our phones.
Yeah.
Like, fuck's sake, is this over yet? Or what?
Just long enough to go boo every 10 minutes.
Nah, we're good, buddy.
Come on,
We're good.
no questions. We'll script together. to be fair.
Let's wrap things up.
Well, you know, as I got here, I did in my notes. I was like, I'll put it on, Twitter, Instagram, see if anyone has any questions. Didn't get any. I didn't get any of note, and I was like, pretty screwed here. We got recording 10 minutes.
I got a
I did
question.
ask about 5 to 10 years.
I put that in front of you and asked,
Yeah,
and you,
that's what I said. That's what point I said that one.
and then I said, "Are you?" And you did this big face.
Well, that was up to you. And you were like, nah, sack it off.
In 5 to 10 years, I'll most likely still be
Then
You should actually
trying to claim my
read out
backlog.
what the question is.
The
First.
question was, where do you see yourself as a trophy hunter in the next 5 years? How are you going to
5 to
evolve?
10.
5 to 10.
Still working on my backlog, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's just it'll never end.
I find 10 years a more fascinating number because 5, I think I'm still doing the same, but 10 years feels like a long way in the future, and I will look like.
We'll be 40 years
Yeah,
old.
exactly. And that's why I think that that's a more interesting way of thinking because, like, what will I be doing as a 40-year-old now? Like, I hope I still like gaming. I can't imagine I wouldn't.
If I have a child, I'll probably be training him to platinum games in my account.
Yeah.
Or
continue the legacy.
It's just a forever boosting partner.
Mm.
Even if they don't like games, there's going to be like at least an hour a day where they're going to have to play them.
Groom them to game with you.
Yeah. All the time. I tried doing it with Emma, but she doesn't want to. I think she's too old to mould. It has to be
Oh my god!
a young brain.
Say that.
No, he didn't say such. He never said such a thing.
Whiplash then, yeah, I felt it.
The change in your facial expression from laughing along to Joel's joke to
I'm
Did
trying.
you just
I
say
don't want to
that?
look.
I thought she was gonna kill. I thought she was gonna kill you and kill me of the kind of the proximity
Just 'cause you're in the
effect.
vicinity,
Yeah.
I can feel the ice.
It happened.
We're all getting kicked out now, Joe. Thanks for that, mate. Okay, I'm gonna have to go
Actually, I
hostel
think
now.
you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I regret nothing.
No, never.
I have no regrets.
No.
So 10 years, Lewis.
Yeah,
What you gonna be doing?
I have no idea.
Do you reckon you'll go full circle and just like in 10 years' time you'll be platinuming just grubby games?
I think I'll just be playing Nintendo in 10 years. You know, just
No
completely-
trophies, just Mario.
Yeah.
It's an easier life.
I think it's a really hard question, to be fair. Like, it depends on the state of PlayStation. Ultimately, it's like,
Yeah, will we still even be playing PlayStation?
yeah, will PlayStation still be there? Will
What if
some...
everything is a subscription service like Netflix?
Wow, yeah.
Will it be the station of play instead?
So Amazon box. Amazon just buy PlayStation and Microsoft.
Can we do a
absorb
time
them.
capsule? And in 10 years' time, we'll have to look back at this. What if we're not friends, but we'll have to like get back together?
Got a time
again?
capsule right here.
Yeah, but like, what
But
would
what
make a
if-
prediction?
Okay, so you have to make a
Okay.
prediction and you have to put in a momentum of the time.
Okay.
That's what makes it a time cap.
Okay.
We gotta find a momentum. Oh, what about one of these?
Well, no, I meant like not an. I
Hey!
It looks good kill.
I'll buy you a necklace. Those are precious though. Those have been with me for a long time.
No, I'm only messing with you. Of
I
course,
also
take these
use them
back.
for like other things
Okay.
that I probably shouldn't share here.
Okay.
Do you think you'll be still doing YouTube in 10 years?
I think Adam will.
I'll probably alive in 10.
Well, that's a cheese.
Jesus Christ, that's like dark.
I think luck will run out. I did some really stupid stuff in 2009. Like, really stupid stuff. Like, I came away from it mostly unscathed. And not sure if I can do that again. But then I'm going to have the next decade of doing that again. So, maybe the Irish charm will get me out of stuff. Maybe comeuppance. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. Not sure if I'll be alive.
Well, if you don't eat cereal 3 times every day, you'll be fine.
Well, if in 10 years' time the podcast comes and there's only 3 of us, then you know what happened.
Yeah.
So there's
Adam's luck ran out.
There's Adam's. We'll have like a little
Forever staining this podcast.
We'll have like we'll have like a little picture of him here,
Yeah.
Cardboard cutout, yeah.
and then the whole episode in homage. We'll just talk about what we've been playing
Yeah.
as a
I will haunt the
mark
shit
of
out of you.
respect.
I'll haunt the shit out of you. You thought your nightmares were bad before.
Oh God, no, please.
Oh.
That's not what I want.
On that dour note, goodbye.
Wait, I want to make a prediction for the future.
Right.
Okay, so in 10 years' time, what year will it be? It'll be 2032, right? Wow. Okay, I'll be 41, and hopefully I still like playing video games. I hope so. I hate that to not be a thing that I still enjoy, because it's something I've done a long time. Whether I still have time to do it might be tough, because I'd like to think that I at least have like a house or something, and maybe some sort of like, I don't know,
Family?
baby. What's that word for people that like you and live with you? Not family.
A dog.
A dog, most definitely.
Nolan North's clone is your husband.
I wouldn't go that far. But yeah.
Child. No lost child, maybe, yeah. He's got a 30-year-old kid, hasn't he?
Just settle for a partner.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Settle for a dog.
Nolan's North
Dog.
kid would be like
Yeah, he's
21
yeah,
at the
he's
moment.
quite young.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
legal.
Hopefully by then we would have played like Last of Us Part 3, I think. It might have just come out or something, because it might, obviously it's 10 years, it takes a long time to make games. So maybe that's what we'll be talking about. 10 years time, Last of Us Part 3. And we'll be on the PS... Actually, I think the PlayStation 6 might be either just come out or just coming out, because obviously it takes longer. Maybe it takes shorter. So maybe we were talking about that. Hopefully we would have played GTA 6 by then. That would be fantastic.
Maybe.
And yeah, hopefully we'd still be friends.
Maybe.
But I think like our lives will have changed quite drastically.
I would like this.
Yeah.
It'd be good, yeah.
So that's my prediction for the future.
Joe?
Or hopes.
I'm gonna take a little leaf out of someone's book and say I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers.
And the Platinum for Devil May Cry 6.
No, Devil May Cry 5 I think is the
Pinnacle.
pinnacle.
You peaked.
Yeah. Maybe have a child.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
But probably yes.
probably.
Emma?
We need boosting partners. So
Yeah, you gotta start raising them.
you got to start.
How about 8, and then you've got them for life. Then you've got
Yeah.
boost, and they can boost each other. And then you don't even have to play games anymore. You've transcended to the next level of boosting. Where
I could
people are
just-
boosting for you.
I could just coach the boosting.
And you just stand over them and shout at them as they're crying.
Sound off like child labour.
It's like, more!
No, you got to teach them the morals of boosting. Is that like you know kids are like they'll start playing a game then they'll lose interest and leave. Like you cannot leave people hanging on boosting.
Are they playing on your account to get you trophies while you just watch in the background?
Oh, definitely,
Just like-
100%,
Yeah,
definitely.
He'll walk the person to unlock the trophy, though, you know, you press the last button.
Yeah,
And then he's done it
yeah,
himself,
definitely.
legitimately.
So when it's like boosting where you got to like I don't know get to level 100, I'll get them to get me to level 99.9 and then I'll just like grind the last 2 seconds.
That's just good use of kids, that.
On the matter of being friends in 10 years, I will say that is probably the most difficult thing you've spoken about, because friendships they require effort and maintenance over years. I know you might say, oh, I have a cousin and I haven't spoken to him in years, but it's still, that's a cousin, that's family. You're always going to have a link. I know there's more of a...
I'll say one thing.
One.
I value friends above family. Because family are given to you from the get-go. Friends are created.
Yes.
So-
I will say that, like, I think my own life, how many friends do I have that are 10 years old?
You're friends with one 10-year-old?
That's what I got from that as well.
Well, since he was 10,
Yeah.
we're business partners.
Also doesn't know I'm his friend yet. I've been learning from Joel that it's not a no, it's a not yet.
As long as they're above 18.
In all seriousness, 10-year-olds, like, friendships, that's, like, I got one.
We could do a reunion though, even if we're like lost touch. It'd be a good opportunity. Like, hey, remember we used to do all that stuff? Let's do a catch up. We'll see how we all like.
Let's do a podcast. I haven't done one in 7 years.
And when we used to cringe in front of a camera.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's
Come
Let's
on.
do it again.
Yeah.
I would like to keep up with you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, my door's always open.
Oh.
Perfect.
Not the front door, though.
Listen, folks, a part of our potential 10-year-long friendship is the occasional 5 a.m. drunk text about me, how excited I am about you, or great I think you are. That's going to happen, okay?
I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's literally... When we were exchanging WhatsApp numbers, I was like, oh, I don't want it. Oh, no, don't give it to me on my phone. That's a bad idea. Oh, I'm going to like, think of a song like 5 o'clock in the morning, record a voice message for Lewis. I'm like, Lewis! This band reminds me of you. Why don't we go to concerts together?
I look forward to that. And obviously reply to him because I don't like very much. Then that'll be it.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be like 8 years later. Obviously, when the friendship's basically perished. They'll be like, oh no.
Yeah, just...
Couldn't reach it 10 years, Adam.
If you get messages late from me at night, I'm the kind of drunk who just thinks of people and goes like, "That how great."
That's
Probably-
just cute.
I'll probably just maintain it till we get to like 9 years and like 11 months, and then like just before about to do the podcast, I'm like,
Barricade your
I'm
door.
not your friend anymore. I don't
You know,
like
a
anybody
10-year
anymore.
streak, though. It's worth of a 10-year streak. We've already had 18 months, really, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
So, you know, only...
We've only got.
technically friends.
Maybe a little bit longer.
No, that doesn't count. This is 4 of us. That doesn't count.
Oh, we were friends, yeah.
I would say it's two.
I think we were friends.
I was like,
Oh.
We've been friends.
Are we
since-
friends now?
actually met in
Oh,
person.
okay. Well,
That's
then
what
it
it
would have
feels
been
like.
May.
I think we
So-
tolerate each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were friends for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So was it 3 months before we all started talking together?
We've been watching for years.
Yeah, that was very surreal, I must admit. To be like, oh my god, that guy whose videos I watched started talking to me.
That's what I felt. I was like, what the fuck? Like, she was the one who actually consulted with about Patreon. I was like, because you had like 10k subscribers, and I had 10k subscribers. I'm like, but people pay money to make videos? I was like, I don't know. And the only person who on YouTube was doing something similar was her. She was like, you should. I shouldn't. I was like, don't devalue your work.
I'm so glad you had that conversation with Lucy, because my answer would have been OnlyFans.
Only Adam.
It's the only way.
Oh, what I would do is I would just like have pints of Guinness in sultry positions. Like, you know, like the teas? I'm like, you never get it. No.
Never get to see you sip it.
Like, do you know that gif of a train
Forever.
running towards a ram, and it cuts and the train is still running towards it, but never actually collides? That'd be my Guinness. Like, and next picture, oh, and the next picture, oh, but
Will he
never
drink it?
will the lips meet the Guinness. And my own
Forever edging.
Right.
Tease.
I like it.
I would say our official friendship, I think all of us kind of started April.
This year.
From the first podcast.
No, when we all met in person.
Oh.
I find it difficult. It's like, even when I was talking about Lucy, it was like, my online friend.
Yeah.
Even all the hours I spent we doing podcasts and videos, like, oh, could be a dude.
I could be a woman.
Yeah. I was like, that hair is too nice for a dude.
That beard's too soft for a dude.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like friendship starts when you actually meet in person. That's why you meet people at festivals, you meet people at concerts, you meet people at gigs. You're like, we're best friends immediately because you can see them, you can see their facial expressions, their interests, where the way their eyes light up. It's different.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think I was friends with Lewis before we met face to face.
I
You know, I
completely
agree.
understand that.
I mean, he did do a podcast twice a month for like a year before Matt.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it was also talking before and after the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. So
that's
probably an hour before,
I
maybe
think
like an hour before and after, sort of
I think when we started chatting on WhatsApp, that's when it was like,
sealed.
we're friends.
Yeah, as soon as you're on WhatsApp, you're like, that's it. Friendship.
It's like you got the number, you got like the details. It's like,
Friendship confirmed.
this is it now.
Oh, by the way, I don't actually have any of your numbers because ye in your infinite English hubris. Like, yeah, I'll give him my British number. I'm not in England or Britain. There's no international assigned to it.
It's just +44.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
You don't have any
Yeah,
other British
there's-
friends?
Adam, I don't know if you're aware.
Actually, no.
I don't know if you're aware. You may not be. But there is this one thing, like, a lot of people use it, maybe a bit
Discord?
obscure. It's called Google. Like, you type something in that
No,
you don't know.
no. Here's
And it'll come up with the answer.
No. Check out the number I gave ye. +3.
I was just gonna say, what's the answer?
Enough said.
It was the code of Ireland, which is 353, and then my number in the correct order. So if you rang it from anywhere in the world, you would get me. And I get the fucking British numbers. Didn't
Yeah,
work
but we
for me.
messaged you. So on the WhatsApp, it will show up with the +44. All you have to do is go like save.
Stop making sense, Joe. Let me have my moment.
Well,
On that note,
on that note,
let's go to Wetherspoons.
yeah, let's go Wetherspoons. Let's wrap things up. Anyone got any closing statements they'd like to make on our second live podcast?
Yeah, if I do die between now and the 10 years, just make sure you clear my browsing history.
Someone, if I die,
I don't want
someone,
that out there.
will someone please inherit my kick scooter and then continue to use it forever?
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, because scooters are life.
I'll do that and probably kill myself on it.
Yeah, and that's probably how I'd die as well. So
Yeah.
it'll be excellent. I'd love for you to die on my
It'll
scooter.
Be quite poetic.
Yeah, I would.
If my luck does not run out in the next 10 years, I hope we are all still friends. And I hope I'm making... Well, actually, I will be making videos. And I won't... I want to say something, but I won't say it. I'll say it after thing. Lucy?
What is my closing
Close.
statement?
Yeah.
No, it's been lovely to be on the podcast. I very much enjoy it. As a big podcast fan myself, it's quite cool to think that I can be a part of one. So thanks.
Yeah, these are so different. And they're so unique and fun to be on.
It's way better,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I would love to do it every week.
That's what my very sincere idea of Adam's Bar in person. I always want to do it in person.
Joe's
Wait,
laughing
so
because it's
Joe-
such a good joke. Is that why you're laughing?
I'm laughing because we had him looked at Lucy because of that Backwards and forwards before.
I'm going to kill you.
Is this a joke?
Alright, folks.
Peace.
Bye bye.